Welcome to Thoughts Off the Stem. I'm Justin Barone, and today we're smoking Northern Berry by Up 20. It is 23.8% THC and 0.1% CBD. It's an indica. It's tasty. It's not a heavy indica. It doesn't put you right to sleep right away. It's kind of like a functional indica, I guess you could say, because you can get stuff done. You know what it's good for? It's good for like if you want to just like sit on the couch, relax, and fucking close your eyes and listen to music. That's what it's best for. That's what I really like about it. It's a nice body buzz. It doesn't keep your head too your head's pretty clear. You can still think. You can still function and do things. But when you're ready to go to bed, you get a pretty good sleep. So that's what we're smoking in the bong. That's what we're smoking in the joint with the glass tips. And yeah, thank you for joining me, Justin Barone, on Friday at 4:20 p.m. to start off your day, your evening, your weekend. Start off your weekend right. Start off with a joint and a nice little double shot of Chivas Regal. Dude, I'm in a mood, man. I'm tired. I was working all day. And even though it's not like a tough job, I don't know, I'm just tired. It's been a long time since I put in like 8 hours just standing in one place, kind of moving around slightly. Most of my days up till now, because of COVID and whatever, have been just sitting on my couch on my ass doing nothing. Whoa, that was a kicker. But I hope you're having a good week. I hope everything's going well for you. And you're enjoying life. Let's light these joints. I've been so busy lately with side jobs that it's been tough on the creative process for the podcast. Like, I've had a tough time finding time to get some things done. Damn it, my rolls suck lately, dude. They're too loose. What's going on here? I keep getting like little nugs pulling through. At least I'm not choking like I did fucking last week. Whew, that was bad. But whatever. Hey, here's something for you. I released a new shirt because stupid me didn't realize that all my listings had expired on my shop. So I quickly scrambled to put them back up. So in the case that anybody had gone and seen it and noticed that there was nothing in there because I was making myself look ridiculous and stupid, I decided to put out a new t-shirt and a new hoodie combo. It's called the I Get High 'Cause High Gets Me. And it's the Rasta style print. Check it out, tots420.com. In the menu under Tots 420 Shop. And you can find that in the Tots 420 Established 2020 Thoughts Off the Stem tee. Hoodie, sorry. Or this one, Thoughts Off the Stem, black and white, original. The OG of the hoodie. The first one I came up with. I like this one. People tell me that the fucking thing is too busy. Like the microphone and the leaf is a little too busy. I don't know. I liked it. I thought it was good. But then again, I have different tastes. Apparently. I don't know. You gotta let me know. What do you think? Is it nice? Do you like it? Would you buy one? That's really what I need to know. So that if you would buy them, even like the new ones, check out the I Get High 'Cause High Gets Me t-shirt and hoodie set. Let me know what you think. Because if you don't like that, I gotta come up with something else. And it takes time. You know what it doesn't take time to do? Find out if somebody's full of shit or not. Because in my recent travels, I have had the opportunity working in the dispensary and doing Instacart and whatever and being out and about and finally being able to do things that you really do spot somebody that's full of shit right away. There's no I don't know. I guess I just wanted to share that with you. If you're not sure, if you meet somebody that's full of shit, I'll tell you 3 ways to figure out if someone is full of shit. First, okay, if they ask you if you believe them, if they ask you if you believe what they're saying, they're full of shit. Okay? Because nobody that's confident in what they're saying is going to fucking tell you or ask you what you think of what they just said. I mean, to a certain degree, right? So that's number one to catch a bullshitter. All right? Number two, to catch a bullshitter. Every time in a conversation where you have something to say, they counter that something to say with the exact same scenario but slightly different to make them look a little better. Bullshitter. That guy or girl or whatever, animal, dog, is full of shit. And whatever they're trying to tell you can go fuck itself. Alright? That's all I'm saying. Step 3 to a bullshitter. Most of the time, if they tell you something that you know for a fact is ridiculous, okay? I'll give you my scenario of what happened here. So I had this guy at the shop one day tell me, I can't get high off flour anymore. I only do concentrates, that's it, this many times a day. And he rambled off about how many times a day he did it, how he, gets away with doing it everywhere because of blah, blah, blah. And at this point, I had listened to very similar talk for I don't know, way longer than I should have. Maybe an hour, okay? And so, I thought to myself, okay, I've given this guy every fucking signal that I don't give a fuck what you have to say. I've been quiet, I've nodded my head, I've listened to what you had to say, then just abruptly walked away because I was done, and it started off subtly and then became more and more. So finally, I'm in this position where he's right there. And I think to myself, because I like to sometimes be a shit disturber, right? So I look this motherfucker right in the eyes and I go, ha! Yeah. Sure, buddy. And I turned and I walked away. And then he proceeded to follow me and tell me why he can't get high from flour over again. He kept telling me over and over. And I'm like, okay, dude, whatever. And then I did this weird girly laugh where I was like, hee hee. And he was just like, what? And I'm like, and walked away, and then that was that. So, those are your 3 tips to how to tell if somebody is just full of shit when you meet them. Because it was pretty evident pretty quickly. And, yeah, it was funny to me. It was surprising, and I totally forgot that people were fucking like that. I don't know a lot of people like that, but now I've met the one person that made me think to myself, how do I react to this so that, I'm not just getting a fucking ear beating this whole fucking time? You have to try and find a way to get out of the fucking ear beaters, vicinity. Because if not, they'll just take... Have you ever had that? You've been in a conversation with somebody and there's a group of people, right? And you're sitting in a conversation with somebody or a group of people, and then all of a sudden, one person just starts, coming at you with, all their shit. And you're like, look, you, at first you think it's a discussion about how to do something. But then what they do is they rope you in to all the bullshit that they go through in a day. And then they're like, what do you think? And then as soon as you try to be like, well, from an outsider's perspective who's just learned all of you, this is what maybe could help you. And they're like, nah, blah, blah, blah. And they go off on another tangent about how that's impossible and blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah. So, sorry. Cheers. I hope you're enjoying the stash. I know it's a short interlude to tell you that, but I hope you're enjoying the stash. I hope you're having a good Friday. Hope you get the weekend started off right. I hope wherever you're at, it's not as fucking cold as it is here in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. It's it feels like it's minus 17, but it's probably only minus 10. That's why I'm drinking. Because that way I can keep my fingertips warm. But yeah, have you ever been in a position like that with somebody where they just fucking ear beat you and like hijack your whole conversation. So I've been in a lot of those scenarios. And if it's friends and people that I know, after a while, I will just tell you, like, you're not going to rope me into this, so we're not doing this. You know, if you want to have a conversation about this thing that you're talking about, but not find a way to bring it back to you, I'm in. But if not, like, I put the guideline out right there. Because I'm like, I know your fucking tricks. I know what's going to happen. In a minute, you're going to be the only one talking, and I'm going to be cornered, and everybody else is going to be talking about something I want to talk about, you know? So, I have a lot of tricks to fucking deal with those guys. I've dealt with a lot of them. I've been one of those guys too, though. Sometimes I used to do that when I was younger for fun. Just to see if somebody would ever tell me, like, hey man, shut the fuck up. But I also wonder if when these guys talk to you, like, do they listen to what they're saying, or are they just constantly thinking about the next thing to say? But, like, they have to be thinking about it, right? But why do they then repeat the same things? Like, why do they keep telling you the same story over and over and over again? You've heard it 50 times within the first 2 hours. So, are they actually listening? And are they listening to their own thoughts? Or are they just trying to, like, fucking, I don't know, like, cover something that they don't want to deal with? And that's their brain's way of being like, if you just keep talking, you can't let me think for a second. So just keep saying everything in your head. And then once you have a routine, stick to that routine for this many days and move on to the next one. You know? I often wonder if that's what fucking goes through these guys' heads. Because every interaction I've seen, every person that I've seen with somebody like this has always done the same thing. They've engaged at first to try and get to know the person. They've listened. They've tried to have the conversation, the back and forth. And then it's all of a sudden, no longer can you talk. It's just them telling you what they know about all the shit that they know. But then they don't really know because they haven't bothered to figure out what you know and talk to you and have a conversation. So you're just sitting there going, you're a fucking idiot. You're a dumb. You know what I mean? Like, that's what goes on in my head. These guys talk and I'll just sit there, But in my head, dummy, 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 dummy. Like, that's the whole fucking deal for me, man. You start talking and you hit my 3 points, you're toast. You're out. My brain goes off. And then if you don't get from that I'm not interacting and I don't really care, like, clearly don't care because I'm not responding, I then just, like, completely go silent and, like, ignore. Like, I pretend that you're not even there. So, like, you could be standing right here on my right talking to me, like, you know, like 6 inches away from my face. And I'll just be doing whatever I'm doing and fully cut you off from, you're not here. I don't care. You could talk whatever. I'll say, yeah, for twice. And then after that, silence, and you're on your own, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's how I deal with those guys. And then if that doesn't work, which I think that is pretty fucking obvious. Like, if I'm not looking at you or listening to you or engaging with you, like, why would you keep going on? Why would you keep trying to get that friendship? Because it's not like you've made the best impression if the person that you're trying to have a conversation with is all of a sudden silent, just going like, oh yeah, sure, yeah. And then you're looking at, like, other people being like, what are you doing? Oh yeah, right, man, yeah. So can I talk? Oh damn, oh yeah, okay. You know, like, dude, it's the worst feeling ever, getting held captive in a conversation or, like, being ear beaten over something when you're just like, look, I got it. We either we agree, we disagree, or we can't agree, we can't come to an agreement. We get our points across, but, like, they gotta keep going. Fuck, I don't know, man. Or they gotta one-up you. It's a big dick-wagging contest. Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? I don't give a shit. I'm telling you things that are interesting because I did them. I'm not telling you because, like, I want to impress you. I guess whenever you tell a story, right, you want to impress people a little bit. But, like, I'm not intentionally trying to, like, I'm not consciously trying to impress you. I'm trying to tell you a story that I think you'll probably find funny or cool. So to a certain extent, I'm trying to impress you, but I'm not trying to do it to one up or make you feel bad. It's just a thing I did. You know what I mean? And but then you shouldn't take offense to somebody do it, like, telling the story, whatever the story is. It could be dumb, doesn't matter. But if they like it, enjoy it, gets a good laugh, then it's a good story. But you think it's dumb, you don't have to one up it and be like, oh yeah. Or even if you feel like threatened by the story, you don't have to one up it and be like, oh yeah, but I did that too, and this and this. Because like anybody that knows anything about what they do, okay, is gonna know that you're full of shit if you're full of shit, and it becomes a big dick wagging contest. It's fucked up, dude. I don't get it. People just have to be themselves. But I guess it's because we've been told so long that, yeah, go ahead, go be yourself. But you got to do this. And, like, you got to do it this way. You know? So we're so stuck on everything's got to operate within, like, a certain parameter that we mentally get fixated on sometimes the wrong ways to get people to attract people to you, I guess. And then, I don't know. It's got to come from a weird fucking... I couldn't imagine having to sit and like, over-talk my thoughts because I didn't want to be alone with my thoughts. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what that ear beating or that fucking, that constant... that one-upmanship, that dick wagging in the conversation, or that, like, focus on me part where, like, you don't get to say anything, you just get to get talked at and listen, and you gotta listen. Like, I think that's where that comes from. Because you have to really not want to be alone with any kind of silence to say some of the shit these people say, the people that do that say. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's just my thought. But now it's time for some weed facts, baby. Why? Because I got some good ones this week. So this week, alright, I got some stuff. Like last week, I know that I said I wasn't going to give you statistics. And then I realized when I watched it, I was like, I totally lied and then did the thing. And then I don't know if people will watch this. That's the danger. That's the real danger of getting high. Not saying the right words at the right point in time or doing the right thing sometimes. But generally, if it's not going to hurt anybody if you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Because it still gets the point across. So, these ones are actually not statistics. Okay? These weed facts, which you can find on tots420.com in the menu under weed facts, are fun facts. They're not statistics. I promise. Okay, weed fact number 1. In 2008, a British man was sentenced to 4 years in jail in Dubai after customs officers found 0.003 grams of cannabis in a cigarette stub stuck on the sole of his shoe. Yeah, that dude got 4 years in a Dubai prison. Why I said Dubai, I don't know. Hi. Okay, but yeah, can you imagine that? 0.03 grams. Like that's like a flake. That's less than what's in this joint right here. You know what I'm saying? That guy got 4 years. That's fucked up. Weed fact number 2. This is a movie fact. Have you seen The Evil Dead? If you have, you'll get this. If you haven't seen The Evil Dead, you should watch The Evil Dead. It's awesome. And you should also get high and watch The Evil Dead. I'm just saying. That's what you should do. So, in The Evil Dead, the original script called for all the characters to be smoking marijuana when they first listened to the tape. The actors decided to try for real. They decided to try and smoke and listen to the tape for real and act it out. And the entire scene had to be reshot later due to their uncontrollable behavior. I'm assuming they just couldn't stop laughing or were making fun of the tape. Because I could see how that would go that way. So that's some movie weed facts for you. Weed fact number 3. We go back to Carl Sagan, and our veterans will know this, but newbies won't. If you're into Carl Sagan, or if you're not into Carl Sagan, you should get into Carl Sagan because he will blow your mind. But if you're into Carl Sagan, you might know this. If you're not, check this out. Carl Sagan wrote a paper under the pseudonym Mr. X, advocating for marijuana use, I don't know, before his death, right? His identity as Mr. X was not revealed until after he was dead. So I guess there was this predominant bit of influence that he had that he decided that nobody knew about. Or maybe people did know about. I don't know. But it's a weed fact. Carl Sagan was Mr. X. And he wrote... Wait, what did he write? He wrote a paper. That's right. Under the pseudonym Mr. X. But I mean, it makes sense. Like, Carl... Oh, I mean, we know, right? Like, we know. Carl Sagan is awesome. I feel like we know this. If you haven't seen his explanation of how dimensions work... Dude, you gotta start there. Because it'll blow your mind. I'm saying if you're new. I mean, I've seen it. Oh, I'm so high. I hope you're high. I hope you're enjoying the sesh. Hope you're having a good Friday. I hope everything's going well for you. Like I said, cheers. Hope you're enjoying your joints, bongs, dabs. Dude, here's a little... I need a water. Wow. Here's a little insider. Inside... What? I'm so fucking high right now, dude. I hope you're high. Next episode, I'm hoping to have my hands on a Yocan pen that does extracts, and I want to try it because I enjoyed the dab rig, but I broke my banger, and I was kind of upset. And I don't want to get a new one yet, but I found this pen, and with the discount I get, I figured I'd pick it up and then pick up some chatter and see what that was like. So, coming up in the next episode, I'm hoping for next episode, but if not, the following, I'm going to have that. And I'm going to try it out, test it all out, tell you, do a little review on it. But until then, you're going to have to be satisfied with these dude for real facts. That's right. These dude for real facts are from... Oh, I should tell you this before I do that. So the weed facts were from kickassfacts.com. 25 kick-ass interesting facts about marijuana. And like I said, you can find that at tots420.com on the menu. Ew, got like a crusty. On the menu under weed facts. And now, dude for real. Let me do that again. We got to restart. Dude, for real. I got some facts. That may or may not be facts. My do button never works. I feel like it's a conspiracy. Anyway, my do for real facts this week are about... it's some things that I bet you didn't know. So, amazing facts you never knew. This is from 100 amazing facts you never knew. And they were very surprising to me because these ones I definitely did not know. Now again, to verify whatever the thing is, you gotta go to tots420.com, go to the menu, hit do for real in the link thing, and then check out the facts, and then you gotta look it up yourself. I just bring them here because I find them and I think they're incredible. I don't know if they're real or not, so don't hold me accountable, please. Okay, so dude for real fact number 1: there's a smoke alarm for the deaf, invented by a team of Japanese scientists and engineers. This life-saving device works by spraying vaporized wasabi into the air, which notifies deaf people of a fire. It will even make them up. It'll even wake them up if they're sleeping. No shit. You get some wasabi in the nose, your head's on fire, even if it's not on fire. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Dude, that's one way to wake up. What is going on? It's raining wasabi! That would suck. But also, at the same time, be kind of awesome. But it also is kind of cool that that's what they had to resort to actually make it, equipped for deaf people. We couldn't have come up with something a little bit better. I don't know. But whatever works. Burning your nasal passages or burning your face, you have a choice. Okay, Dude for Real fact number 2. Before trees existed, I don't know if this is true, I just thought it was cool. Before trees existed, Earth was covered with giant white mushrooms. These huge fungi were 24 feet tall and 3 feet wide and covered most of the Earth's surface before trees existed. That's what they're saying. You can look this up on Tots420.com under the Dude for Real facts, and it is from thefactsite.com. 100 amazing facts you never knew. Could you imagine? It would be kind of cool to have mushrooms instead of trees. I mean, what about mushrooms and trees? You can have both. But that's, I don't know. I wonder if that's what happened. Like, were the mushrooms that tall and then a tree grew bigger and then eventually another tree grew bigger and then they made the mushrooms get smaller? Whereas, like, if the mushrooms got bigger, they would cut out the trees because they cut out all the light? There's a fucking high thought for you. I love getting stoned. All right, Dude for Real fact number 3, and the final Dude for Real fact. 40 million years ago, again, I just thought this was cool. 40 million years ago, penguins were 6 feet tall. Supposedly, that would be crazy. This was discovered from bones found at Seymour Island, dating back 37 to 40 million years ago. These gigantic penguins would have weighed up to 250 pounds. Dude, you'd be fighting, like, I'd be fighting me in a penguin. Okay, and penguins use their arms or wings to, like, beat the shit out of each other over territory and women. So, like, could you imagine a 6 foot, 250 pound penguin slapping the shit out of you? Oh, man! Dude, okay, slap, you know that slapping competition where, like, the dudes, like, stand across from each other and they fucking pow, you know, wail themselves, like, wail each other? Imagine if penguins, old school dinosaur penguins, could fucking do that. How awesome would that be? Or terrifying. Because it's a 6 foot, 250 pound penguin that's about to slap your head right off your body. That'd be crazy. Yeah. So those are the Dude for Real facts and the weed facts for the week. I hope you enjoyed the sesh. I don't know. I'm very tired and I'm very high. But really all I try to do here is have a good time. Create a smoke sesh environment. Maybe sometimes teach you something. Maybe sometimes not. But this is what I will say. I would like to get interaction. So if you want to see me talk about something or find out about something for you, considering that I am a certified bud tender and I can find out pretty much whatever information you want to know about how the industry works, where it's going, whatever, let me know. Drop it in the comments. If you like the videos that I'm putting out, like the videos. Hit the like button and definitely subscribe so you get notified every time I put one out. I try to put one out every week, and as long as I can, I will. Because it's really fun to get high. It's really fun to meet new people. It's really fun to have conversations over Twitter about a podcast and things that I said. Because I always want to know what other people are thinking and why they think the way that they think. So, yes, I'm happy that you join me every week, and I hope that you can help me get more people listening to this, having a good weekend, having a smoke sesh, joining me, your friendly neighborhood pothead. I don't know everything. I know some things, but I can find out a lot of stuff. That's all I'm saying. Cheers to that. And I think I tell a pretty good story too. And I guess those are my thoughts off the stem for this week. So thank you for joining me, Justin Barone, on your Friday when it started, hopefully at 4:20 p.m. Smoking some weed, having a good time. And I hope you come back next week at the same time on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube, Good Pods, Podchaser, Pandora. It's everywhere, man. I have put it everywhere. The Weed Tube. YouTube. Where else? Fuck. It's everywhere, man. Help spread the love and the happiness and the fun times. Check out tots420.com. Get your merch. Get a hoodie, because you know why? Sometimes the loud gets too loud and you need your favorite hoodie to help you out in those tough times of need. You know what I'm saying? And tots420 has nice comfy ones. Perfect to cradle your nugget when you're freaking the fuck it. You're freaking the fuck out is what I'm saying. You know? Yeah. Tots420.com. Check out the weed facts in the menu, the Dude for Real facts, Tots420 shop, our affiliates, the guys that I sell glass, and use code Tots420 at checkout. Save yourself some money. What else? Follow me on Instagram, Twitter at Tots420. On Instagram, it's Thoughts Off the Stem. Facebook, Thoughts Off the Stem. Where else? Pinterest, at Tots420. That's where I put up most of the merch stuff. That's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the sesh. I hope you had a good time. I hope my ramblings give you some kind of entertainment. Even if you're laughing a little bit at me. I laugh at me too, man. I fucking get it. Until next time, keep your lids low, baby.